Mountain lions are among the most mysterious predators in the Americas. Did you know they hold the Guinness World Record as the mammal with the most names? There are more than 40 different names in English alone. Some include cougar, puma, panther, catamount, mountain screamer, ghost cat, painter, deer tiger, just to name a few. Mountain lions live mainly in North America, that's Canada, United States, and Mexico, and in Central America and South America. They exclusively inhabit the Americas. They have the largest geographic range of any native land mammal in the Western Hemisphere. Surprisingly, they are classified as small cats, despite reaching over 200 pounds and some being 9 feet in length. It's because they cannot roar, and they communicate by purring, chirping, and shrieking. Male mountain lions, who basically are solitary creatures, can claim massive territories from 100 to 175 square miles where they roam and hunt. I always like to start with the most distinctive physical traits to distinguish them from other similar predators. Their retractable claws mean you will more than likely never see claw marks in their tracks. As just mentioned, they cannot roar because their vocal cords are missing a specialized cartilage. They are without question the largest cat species who can purr. This makes the mountain lion a silent hunter. They are strict carnivores and ambush prey. They stalk silently and kill with a swift, fatal bite to the neck or the back of the head. They're referred to as sit-and-wait predators. After the mountain lion secures a kill, they will eat the most nutrient-rich and digestible parts of the prey first, which usually means the heart, liver, and lungs. They will gorge themselves, and guess how they store the rest of the kill? They hide or bury the remaining carcass using leaves, dirt, snow, and return to feed on in just a few days. Mountain lions eat different prey depending on where they live. They are adaptable and eat other animals than their favorite, which is deer, which include elk, moose, and bighorn sheep in North America. In Central America and tropical rainforests, their territories overlap with jaguars. To avoid conflict, mountain lions will hunt smaller, varied prey like wild pigs, capybaras, the world's largest rodents, small deer, and even armadillos. In southern South America, with its high-altitude mountains, they hunt relatives of llamas, large flightless birds, and smaller deer. In every region, as human developments encroach mountain lion habitats, they will target domestic animals like sheep, goats, calves, and feral hogs. Again, adaptability. Bet you're wondering if they eat people. Well, I wondered the same thing when decades ago I was climbing up a steep, forested mountain trail with a friend and her mother. We came across a tiered layer of a large rock formation. I peered in between the layers and imagined a wild animal, a mountain lion, might live in such a deep slit. Her mother said, possibly, but she had not seen the mountain lion in quite a while. I commented, so what is your plan if the mountain lion shows up while we're way up on the mountain alone? And like someone once said to me about yellow jackets, they won't hurt you if you don't bother them. She brushed off my concern. I could only remember sitting very still around a couple of yellow jackets when I was younger and being told, just sit still. They won't bother you as long as you don't move. I sat very still and got stung in my carotid artery. Besides being painful, I was extremely allergic. Had to be rushed to a pharmacy because, of course, it was a weekend to get a shot to stop the closing of my throat. I imagine it goes without saying I take that kind of advice like a grain of salt, meaning I have a healthy dose of skepticism now instead of accepting that as an absolute fact. So back to wondering if a mountain lion would eat people. Very few predators intentionally hunt humans. Most reported cases of man-eaters involve lions, tigers, leopards, polar bears, and a large family of crocodilians, which include crocodiles and alligators. Tigers and leopards are driven to hunt humans basically when they get old, they have an injury, or have lost their habitat. Mountain lions, like most wild animals, have an instinctual fear of people, who, as it turns out, are not part of their natural prey. We are unpredictable, and predators generally regard us as a formidable threat. We are not a safe fast food. In a nutshell, we're bony, and we lack the thick, fat layers found in seals, whales, deer, elk, and we certainly require a lot of energy to track and hunt instead of the subdued meal they more readily can find and kill. In the wild, if you encounter a mountain lion, remember, you're not considered prey. Maintain your boundary from them. Never run, you look like prey. Stand up tall shows you're human and not a four-legged prey. Make eye contact, back away slowly, and never turn your back on a mountain lion. Intimidate them by opening your jacket wide, slowly wave your arms, shout in a loud voice to be seen as a threat. Throw objects if the cat steps closer. Aggressively throw water bottles, rocks, and sticks to hit it. Attacks are rare. Do not play dead. The advice most wildlife officials would give you when you go on a hike is to take bear spray, have an air horn or whistle, carry walking sticks and a bright flashlight or headlamp to temporarily blind and deter predators. As a last resort defense tool, carry a fixed blade knife, keep in your pocket. Most indigenous cultures in the Americas highly respect mountain lions. To them, mountain lions symbolize courage, leadership, stealth, and healing. The reverence for these apex predators is deeply embedded in the spiritual and cultural nature of several specific groups. Pueblo and Zuni peoples, hunters, carry stone carvings of the mountain lion for protection and healing. To them, the mountain lion is a sacred guardian of the North, and it is regarded highly because of its endurance, leadership, and its ability to see clearly in darkness. Southeastern native tribes like the Shawnee and the Seminoles regard the panther, just another name used interchangeably with mountain lion, as one of the major clan animals. Panther figures are viewed as noble leaders and warriors. In Southern California tribes, mountain lions are considered close relatives and essential teachers. In modern times, they continue to revere the mountain lion in ceremonies to honor famous local mountain lions. One such mountain lion in Griffith Park, California, was named famously P22 in their ancestral lands. This mountain lion, P22, lived in the heart of Los Angeles and had to cross two major freeways to get from the Santa Monica Mountains to Griffith Park. Affectionately, he was also known as their Hollywood cat. P22 served as a powerful cultural and environmental symbol for the tribes because of the isolated, wandering life of this cat in Griffith Park, which mirrored the displacement of indigenous peoples. This cat united tribal leaders, conservationists, and the public to advocate for wildlife preservation, the return of ancestral land, and the restoration of the famous Liberty Canyon Wildlife Crossing, which once again allows migration corridors. Mountain lions are typically very elusive, so sightings only last a few seconds. Often they are misidentified as domestic dogs, domestic cats, and bobcats. By now, I hope you understand why the mountain lion is a symbol of traits like strength, agility, and stealth. Its hunting prowess, particularly its ability to adapt to different environments, causes the mountain lion to carry a powerful presence. This cat in the wild waits for the perfect moment to ambush its prey. That is why it is regarded as a spirit animal, because it advises you to be patient and seize opportunities when they present themselves. Perhaps the greatest lesson of the mountain lion is this: one of North America's most numerous predators survives not because it is the loudest animal in the forest, because it is rarely seen at all. They teach us all to balance power and action. They are apex predators, but not reckless. Patience is a lesson we can all learn. They observe, they wait, and strike with precision when the moment is right. As solitary animals, they are self-reliant. They don't hunt in packs or rely on many or any groups to survive. So as a spirit animal, they encourage you to embrace your independence, to trust your own instincts, and to find your own place and footing on your own terms. Because they can leap great distances and navigate steep terrain, they remind us symbolically to be flexible and move through challenges without losing your footing. Mountain lions are masters of stillness and observation. If you see one, whether in real life or because it appears in a movie you're watching or a book you're reading, it may be asking you to watch and listen carefully before making your next move. Working with mountain lion energy isn't a gentle guide that tells you to go easy on yourself. It shows up to let you know it's time to step into your own power and to be honest about this stuff you have been avoiding. Many people, especially women, have been told their entire lives to be smaller, quieter, or more accommodating, and they've struggled with claiming their own power. Time to not apologize for stepping into your own worth. Having your own authority is not arrogance or selfishness. It's valuing your true self. Mountain lions don't waste energy. Every move has a purpose. If you allow mountain lion to be your guide, you'll be forced into examining where you are scattering your energy. Are you always in reaction mode instead of acting deliberately and confidently? Is that what you are chasing worth the effort? To me, one of the most important lessons the mountain lion teaches is not all wisdom comes from your social groups and other community. The, in quotes, medicine of the mountain lion is to be comfortable in your own solitude, in your own company. Clarity comes at the right time, and generally that's when you make time for yourself. If you're filling every moment with distraction or noise, ask yourself why. A quote from the famous French physicist and philosopher Blaise Pascal reads, "All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone." Pascal used this idea to explain how our constant pursuit of external distractions, our restless, aimless activities, are a way of running from our deepest anxieties and not searching for meaning. If you dream of a mountain lion, it is usually very vivid and emotionally intense, although your dreams will hold their own context. Some examples of when you dream about a mountain lion and what they might mean. Mountain lion watching you from a distance. Sign you're being called to pay attention to your choices, your behavior, or to a situation that requires considerable observation before action is taken. 2, being chased by a mountain lion is a more common big cat dream, usually points to something you are avoiding. The cat is not trying to hurt you, but it's running towards you to get you to stop running from something you need to face. What have you been avoiding? 3, mountain lion is acting as a guide or companion. This is positive. Companions suggest they want to share their leadership, strength, agility skills with you. Look where the mountain lion leads you. 4, if you kill a mountain lion in a dream, it's usually a signal you have an internal conflict around power. You're either suppressing your own strength or someone is pressuring you to diminish yourself. It also could mean you're overcoming a fear of stepping into a leadership role. 5, if you are with the mountain lion in cubs, the energy is a protection shift, particularly the protection of something vulnerable. Speaks of fierce protectiveness of people you love. 6, if you come across a dead or injured mountain lion in your dreams, it could reflect that your personal power may be blocked. Question where in your life you feel powerless, invisible, or unable to act on what you know. Bring your shadow self into the light. those hidden parts of your psyche that needs expression. This brings me to my final remarks about this revered sit-and-wait hunter. However a mountain lion is presented to you in a meditation, a dream, or repeated physical sightings, or you experience a pull toward this animal, there are ways to deepen your connection. Spend time in stillness. Mountain lions don't respond well to chaos and constant motion. Spend time in nature quietly without your phone so you can give this energy the space to work. If you'll study the animal itself, and I've given you some taste of these territorial, precise, and patient animals, you'll deepen your connection to them and give yourself the ability to call on your personal power, perhaps giving you the courage to act on something you've been reluctant to do. Consider where you give your power away. Where are you making yourself smaller than you are? Whose permission do you ever need to just be yourself? Mountain lion teachings are not subtle. When something needs to shift, mountain lion shows up. I'm not asking you to believe it yet, but if this animal has found you, I'd take it seriously. I'm Carol Butler, and I hope you'll follow me, share with like-minded, interested people. Join me next week when we will explore Tree of Life, resilience, interconnectedness, balance, as the tree that represents the interconnectedness of all living things and the many benefits trees bring to us all. As always, I've shared the connections we have with another revered animal. We share many qualities, and they teach us to be better humans by finding a quiet space to listen, reflect, connect.